What is up, everybody? It's your boy Verse here today, and we have to talk about when Game Pass lives rent free in a Sony fanboy's head. Even when God of War Ragnarok is on the horizon, that game is releasing very soon, and Sony fanboys can only think about Xbox and Game Pass. It's like, bruh, they should just admit that like Xbox just has a permanent residence in their minds 24/7 at this point. Because just this post right here. God of War Ragnarok is a reminder of why PlayStation is a smart investment. Game Pass can't even compete with that. Look how bothered they are. Look how bothered they are just about Game Pass even existing. Like, if the biggest game from PlayStation is releasing, why do you keep talking about Game Pass on a daily basis or Xbox in general? Like, I just don't understand these Sony guys. Bruh, if Xbox is so trash and so irrelevant, like, why do you mention it every single day? Every single day, you can't talk about Xbox or Game Pass. Even with the biggest Sony release coming out this year, first party release, they can't help but talk about Game Pass. It's just insane. Say this is how you say you're threatened by Xbox and Game Pass, but I'll say you're threatened by Xbox and Game Pass because you just can't stop mentioning them. It's just insane. But like what this guy says, why do you always sound like you're trying to convince yourself? Like maybe he has to tell him this. Maybe he has to tell him that Game Pass is not competition daily because he needs to honestly believe that. Maybe if he tells himself that lie on a daily basis, it might actually become true to himself. Maybe that's what's going on. Because he reminds me of those like super religious people who like hit themselves with like those belt with like spikes on the end of them. Like I guess they like commit like a sin. They it's like the sign of committing sins or whatever. They got that belt. They hit themselves in the back with it. That's what he reminds me of. Like, he's just doing this to remind himself that Xbox is bad, PlayStation's good. Like he definitely sounds like he needs no convincing of him. Because why each and every day this guy posts some type of Xbox bad, PlayStation good type of message, pretty much. So it's just ridiculous. Your obsession with Xbox is noted. Dude said Xbox is trash, but it's still talking about it. Yeah, on a daily basis at that. Yep, absolutely. I will until it's out of the console market. Well, good luck with that one. Like, what did Xbox do to these dudes, bro? They have so much hatred for a plastic box. It's just insane. Game Pass has way more value than anything PlayStation has right now. I know that, and I don't even own an Xbox. God of Ragnarok being as good as it is doesn't make the value higher than day one releases being on Game Pass. Then why did Jim Ryan pay for Call of Duty stuff, Game Pass, and other games? Also, why has it been crying to the CMA? Yeah, if Game Pass is no competition, that is a true statement. Why does Jim Ryan pay to keep games off Game Pass? I mean, I can at least understand he paid to put those games on his subscription service, but he pays to keep those games off Game Pass. If it's not that big of a deal, then why does he keep paying to do that? 400 plus games can compete with one game. That's a bold statement. Spitting facts, I can't even name a game that touches God of War 2018 that's on Game Pass. Yeah, because there has been no highly rated games on Game Pass. You know what? Their statements just make no sense. But then again, he has a Kratos avatar, so of course his opinions gonna be super biased. The only people obsessed with Xbox games and Game Pass is PlayStation gamers. Yeah, pretty accurate. He goes, gets on the train in the morning, obsessed over Xbox. Eats breakfast, eats dinner, he's obsessed over Xbox. Or the computer at work, obsessed over Xbox, and go to sleep, he's just obsessed over Xbox. It's pretty accurate. Game Pass has games I already owned before I bought it. It doesn't have good games that are worth paying $180 a year for, in your opinion. This guy's a reminder of why ponies are secretly Xbox's biggest fans. All these chicks do is talk about Xbox. The best part is they try and use it as a flex. It isn't. Yeah, it really isn't. When you're like, hey, this system sucks. These games and this subscription service sucks, but I just can't stop talking about it though. Exclusivity is a terrible argument. Being a fanboy is also an awful look. LOL, I'd be pretty disappointed to just have Game Pass right now while others are about to play Ragnarok. Just facts. Maybe dig out the old PS4, but that will be meh compared to the PS5 version. Or, I know this is a big shocker for a lot of you Sony fanboys, but people can have multiple consoles. I know that's a big shocker. Like, people can play Game Pass and play God of Ragnarok. Oh, that's just shocking for these guys. Like, these guys they have the Highlander mentality where there can only be one, apparently. Like, you can't own multiple consoles. Like, it really isn't that serious. Like, you don't have to pick a side. You can literally own more than one. It's not that serious. That is like saying that Black Adam, the newest released movie, is a reminder on why theatrical releases are a smart investment. Netflix can't even compete with that. Yeah, it doesn't make no sense as well with that statement too. So, hey, let's play the game first. I mean, we don't even know if the game is gonna be good or not. Sure, we can look at the reviewer scores, but unless you play it for yourself, you can't really say if a game is good or not if you haven't actually played it for yourself. So, the smartest investment I made this gen was not investing in a PS5. I mean, yeah, because apparently, I mean, right now you can play most of their big games on PS4. So, I mean, if you had a PS4 until now, you probably could get away with it, but. Please, God of War is just another one and done game. Sony needs something different, and Starfield will be better than God of War because it won't be cookie cutter game. It will be open world. Okay. Sony fanboys reaction to Xbox Game Pass. Okay. When you have to lie to yourself, that's a tough place to be in. Okay. Facepalm. Two things can be good at the same time. Yeah, obviously you can't just enjoy two things at once. Like, you can't be a fan of Pepsi, and you can't be a fan of Pepsi and Coke. You got to either hate one or the other. It's like, to these guys, that mentality is just so dumb. It's like, geez. PlayStation definitely brought the heat with God of Ragnarok. I am happy for the studios involved. People really don't understand how exhausting and stressful game development is, but one great game doesn't merit a console purchase. You're putting one game against a set with hundreds of games. Yeah, that makes zero sense. Now, you literally got options of so many games on Gamepass, but you know, one great game just decides it all. I mean, I guess in your opinion it can, but it's like, I'd rather have options of multiple games than just one game. LMAO rent free. Ragnarok is right around the corner. You're still making it about Game Pass. Like, are they gonna be playing the God of Ragnarok game while they're playing a game, thinking about what Xbox gamers are doing, thinking about Game Pass? Like, this obsession is getting crazy at this point. Like, they're literally gonna be playing a game, thinking about Xbox and Xbox gamers at this point. They produced their first good game in 3 years, and you're taking a victory lap. I mean, kind of some truth to that statement, because the big game Sony had released this year is Gran Turismo, the racing game. It's a racing sim, so like, I don't really care about that game. Horizon Forbidden West. It's kind of like interested in buying that, but I don't gotta get that game right away. Like, I like the last one, was okay, but I'm not really interested in the next one like that, or getting it. I could probably wait till like around $30. But then God of Ragnarok is probably like the only really amazing game they released, and like, people were like, they won like a celebration or something. It's just the insane amount of what would I even call this? Just like worship this game is getting for like one good game. That's like really like that's hitting the home run here. It's like, it's just the insanity that people are doing with this one game. And the PS5's been up for almost 3 years now. It's like the one game that I might buy day one. So I don't know, for PS5. So I don't know. I just don't get it. Imagine like a one plastic box. I love my Series X and my PS5 and my Switch, but I like to play all sorts of games. Fanboys are so bizarre. There can only be one. Remember, there can only be one, apparently. You guys still talk about Xbox and Game Pass even when you finally get a good game to play which makes zero sense to me because if I was only excited, if I was really excited for Ragnarok, I would only be talking about Ragnarok on my timeline. But they can only mention Xbox and Game Pass for whatever reason. For something you despise so much, it sure does live rent free in that head of yours. Gaming would be so boring if every game was like God of War Ragnarok. Plus, that game only targets certain gamers. Not every PlayStation owner buys or plays that game. The fact that people actually think people buy consoles they don't like. If I want to play God of War, I just buy the PS5. We need to just let people enjoy their decisions and game experiences. Buy both and stop complaining. That makes it super simple. Yeah. Um, Shame that 80% of PlayStation owners won't buy it and PC will have to salvage it. Kind of true in an instance. Like, I'm pretty sure a big chunk of the PlayStation community who own PlayStation, PS5s, or PS4s won't even buy the game. So it's going to have to rely on a PC user base to keep it in good standing, good sales standing. So kind of true right there. Just get a job and own both consoles. It's not that serious. Yeah. Or you can sell your old stuff to help buy the new stuff, but it's like it really ain't that serious. It's like this whole there's gonna be one mentality. It's just I don't get it. Such a corny, lame gatekeeping mindset to have. We can buy it just like Call of Duty. Have Jim Ryan flying, crying, and lying again. I'm an Xbox guy to death, but I'm not blind. Sony is crushing it when it comes to games with high value and heart. Yeah, I mean they have the same template. They have these big budget cutscene style games. Where it's like certain parts you can't even skip through the cutscenes. Like this big walking simulator. I mean they got that on lock, but what is? I'm not even gonna past that gift right there. What was that? But yeah, they got the same template for a lot of the games. People like that, but it's like if I want to watch a movie, I just watch a movie at that point. I mean, I like this balance, but I like different stuff too. So I don't think everybody should just copy the Sony template of their games. I kind of like those huge variety in games, to be honest. I kind of like the people who are doing their own things in gaming. I don't want that just the same Sony template. It's like once again, if I want to watch a big budget movie, I'll just watch a big budget movie. I'm not going to my video games for that to watch a movie for that movie experience. So, um, let's see. Man, your fanboy behavior is utterly pathetic. Get a life and take a chill pill and relax. A game that will be done in a weekend can compete with 200 plus hour titles. 200 plus titles. LOL, you're not very smart. A moron who just learned how to spell Xbox and can't stop saying it. Yo, what is with these weird memes these people are posting? But yeah, I'm gonna conclude it right here. I just find it hilarious how Xbox and Game Pass just lives rent free in these guys' heads. It's like if Xbox and Game Pass is so trash and irrelevant, why do you keep speaking about it? Even when a big first party title is coming to PlayStation within a week, they can only talk about Game Pass and Xbox. So yeah, I definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this obsession these guys got with Xbox. Leave a like for this video. And as always, thanks for watching and peace.